everybody. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Hello. I'd like to welcome you to this presentation that is in support of Black History Month. The library has purchased many new titles for our Black History collection, and today students will be reading from those new selections. And so right now I'd like to introduce our library director, Jonathan Roach, who worked on this project with student affairs and faculty. And he'll tell you a little bit more about the project. So welcome. I hope you enjoy the program and the reading selections.
Thank you. I picked out a selection to read also today from the new collection. The new collection includes 117 new titles to the library, including novels, works of history, culture, music, religion, theology, and popular movies. I picked this selection from a book called White Theology. It's by a friend of mine, James Perkinson. And he opens his book with the following passage. Imagine a graduate classroom in an old church in a blighted neighborhood at the edge of downtown Detroit in 1997. The class is a seminary course in social ethics, composed of 3 African-American female savants, 4 white male wannabe pastors, and a white male professor. 2/3 of the way through the course, the women suddenly throw down. We have now studied scripture from the point of view of liberated slaves and empowered peasants. We have examined Columbus's crusade from the perspective of the native resistor and from the African revolutionary, and looked at contemporary social movements of the gendered, the radicalized, and the queer. What do you guys think? Do you think white supremacy is still a problem today? The classroom climate suddenly becomes instantly palatable. It feels like electrified sweat. The women are posed, twitching, listening through every pore. Every one of the 4 men sputters in his response. None of the 4 can speak to the question. All speak away from it in disassembling rambles about unrelated topics. As a white man living in the United States in Miami in 2010, how can I speak forward about race? How can I not talk in circles? How can I shut up and listen? Which is what I'm going to do now as I welcome our first student, Shamar Felix.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Shamar Felix, and in celebration of the Black History Month, today I will be reading a poem entitled Still I Rise by Maya Angelou. You may write me down in history with your bitter, twisted lies. You may trod me in the very dirt, but still, like dust, I rise. Does my sassiness upset you? Why are you beset with gloom? 'Cause I walk like I've got oil wells pumping in my living room? Just like the moons and like the suns, with the certainty of tides. Just like the hope springing high, still I rise. Did you want to see me broken, bowed head and lowered eyes? Shoulders falling like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my haughtiness offend you? Don't you take it awful hard? 'Cause I laugh like I got gold mines digging in my own backyard? You may shoot me with your words, you may cut me with your eyes, you may kill me with your hatefulness, but still, like air, I rise. Does my sexiness upset you? Does it come as a surprise that I dance like I've got diamonds at the meeting of my thighs? Out of the huts of history's shame, I rise. Up from a past that's rooted in pain, I rise. I'm a black ocean leaping and wide, welling and swelling, I bear in the tide. Leaving behind nights of terror and fear, I rise. Into a daybreak that's wondrously clear, I rise. Bringing the gifts that my ancestors gave. I'm a dream and the hope of a slave. I rise, I rise, I rise. Thank you.
especially want to welcome Vicki Seiger.
Oh, this is a poem written by Langston Hughes. Some of his work is known during the time of the Harlem Renaissance, and the piece that I chose is Mother to Son. Well, son, I tell you, life for me ain't been no crystal stair. It had tracks in it, and splinters, and boards torn up, and places with no carpet on the floor, bare. But all the time, I've been a climbing on and reaching landings and turning corners, and sometimes going in the dark where there ain't been no light. So boy, don't you turn back, don't you sit down on the steps, 'cause you find it kind of hard. Don't you fall now, for I'm still going, honey, and I still climbing. And life for me ain't been no crystal stair. Life for me ain't been no crystal stair. Thank you.
We'll wait to see if any of our other readers can show up. Some have been detained. I would invite you to mill around. Look at the books, look at the videos, enjoy the wonderful coffee that Dr. Mary Carter Warren has brewed from the Haitian Cooperative. Try samples of it and put your name on the list to buy from the next supply. Thank you very much.